Hello class. So what we're going to do today is we're going to delve a little bit further into simplifying linear functions. Okay, linear functions are pretty simple. All we're going to do is simplify. We're not even going to solve yet. We're just going to work on the simplification factors on what we can combine and what we cannot combine. Okay, now we kind of worked on combining like terms last time. This is basically just taking it to a little bit higher level here. So if I look at number 1, it says 2x plus 7 plus 3x minus 2 plus 3. Now we've got 5 different terms here, but we can't combine all these terms all together into a single term. We can only combine like terms. Hopefully you remember from last time that we can combine anything that has these x's in it. These both have an x, so I can combine those two. And then all I'm left with are constants. 7's a constant, negative 2's a constant, and 3's a constant. So I can combine the 2x and the 3x, and then I can also combine separately the 7, the negative 2, and the 3. So let's give this a shot. Okay, I'm going to start out combining the 2x and the 3x. If I do that, I should get a 5x because 2x plus 3x is 5x. Then I'm going to combine the 7, the negative 2, and the 3. So 7 minus 2 is 5, plus 3 is 8. Okay, so this should simplify down to be our final answer of 5x plus 8. Okay, you can only combine like terms. That's as simple as we can get it. We combine the constants. We combine the x terms. We simplified it as much as possible. Okay, we'll look at solving it in another lesson. But first, before we can solve, we have to know how to simplify. All right, let's keep working. Number 2. Number 2 says 3x plus 9 plus 4x minus 5. Okay, I got 4 terms here. I'm going to combine the 3x and the 4x. I'll do that first. 3x plus 4x is 7x. Okay. Then I'll combine the 9 and the negative 5 because those two are constants. 9 minus 5 is 4. So I have 7x plus 4 to be my final answer. And we have simplified it. See, not meant to be too hard. Alright. Number 3 says 5x minus x. These are both like terms, so they can be combined. 5x minus x. Remember, if there's not a number in front of the x, it's assumed to be 1. So it's basically 5 minus 1 should give us 4x. And that is as simple as we can make that one. Okay. Number 4 says 5y plus 7y. These are both like terms. They both have a y in them. So I can just simply do 5 plus 7, which is 12. So this gives me a 12y as my simplification. Like I said, not meant to be overly hard. Let's continue on. Number 5. Oh, we have quite a number of terms in number 5. So we have 7 plus 2 plus 6y minus 2y plus 5 minus 2y. Okay. Now, I can combine all the constants. So I can do 7 plus 2 plus 5. 7 plus 2 plus 5. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. Okay, I've combined all the constants. Now let's combine all the y terms. I can combine 6y and negative 2y and also this negative 2y. So 6 minus 2 is 4 minus another 2 is 2. So I have 14 plus 2y is my simplification. And it's that easy. Okay? Just got to combine like terms. Like terms means they have like things about them. Okay? Constants are alike in that they're just numbers. These other terms with these variables in them are alike if the variables are the same. Okay? So if it has a like variable of y in it, I can combine all those terms. If it's just a constant, I can combine that with other constants. Let's continue on with our examples. Number 6 says 2 plus 6x plus 4 plus x. I'm going to combine the constants of 2 and 4. This should give me a 6. Then I'm going to combine the constants of 6x and x. This should give me 7x. So I have 6 plus 7x. And that is the simplification. Hopefully, if you hadn't done it yet, pause the video before I work each question and work it on your own. And then play the video and see if you get the same thing as me and you follow the same steps I did. That way you get some practice and you're not just sitting watching me do every single one of these questions. The idea is for you to get practice and you to get reinforcement on how I do it to make sure you're doing it correctly. Now, it doesn't matter if you simplify the variable first or the constants first. All that matters is it's simplified down to the same answer. Okay? So let's look at this next one. I've got 4 plus 5y plus 6 plus 9y. Okay? I'm going to combine the constants first. So 4 plus 6 is 10. And then I'm going to combine the like terms of the variables here, the 5y and the 9y. That should give me plus 14y. Okay, so my answer is 10 plus 14y. Now let me throw you a loop. Is it wrong if I instead write 14y plus 10? Hopefully you said it's not wrong. You can write it either 10 plus 14y, or you can write it 14 plus 10 or 14y plus 10, because think back to the principles we used earlier in this class, right? Okay. Doesn't matter the order with addition. Doesn't matter. You can switch it, right? Okay. So here we can switch the 14y and the 10. It doesn't matter which one comes first. And that's the same for all these. In number 6, you could have written it 7x plus 6 instead of 6 plus 7x. The order does not truly matter here. Okay. Just as long as you have all the terms correct and all the positives and negatives correct. So don't freak out if you wind up with a different order here. It's okay. It can be like that. 3x plus 9 plus 4x minus 5. Okay, so I'm going to simplify the x's first. So I've got 3x plus 4x is 7x. Okay, I've got 9 minus 5 is 4. So I can simplify this down to 7x plus 4. Or 4 plus 7x. The order does not matter because it's just addition. Alright, continuing on. I've got 5 plus y minus 5 plus 2y. If I combine 5 and minus 5, that should give me a 0, right? Then I should also be able to combine y and 2y, which should give me 3y. So I have 0 plus 3y. If I add 0 to anything, it's just itself. So technically the most simple version of this is just 3y. Just drop the 0 off, because 0 plus anything is itself. So there's really no need to even rewrite the 0. Let's look at number 10. Okay. 3y plus 3 plus 3y plus 1 plus 8y plus 9. Alright, I'm going to combine the y terms here. So I have 3y plus 3y, which is 6y, plus 8y, which is 14y. Now I'm going to combine the constants, 3, 1, and 9. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 9 is 13. So I have 14y plus 13 is my simplification. Very nice. Alright, I'm going to scroll back up to number 11. I have 2 plus x minus 1 plus 4x. Alright, now we're on the other side of the page. So, I'm going to go real fast and see if you can keep up with me. Because once we get into this on a collegiate level, we're not going to sit here and work through it as slowly. We're going to need to be able to go through this quick. So see if you can keep up with me. I still have another worksheet after this one to do. But see if you can keep up with me and see if you can do it as fast as what I'm doing. Okay. Number 11 is 2 plus x minus 1 plus 4x. 2 minus 1 is 1. X plus 4x is 5x. Okay. Number 12. 8y plus 4y. 8 plus 4 is 12. I've got my y. Here I have 5y plus 5 plus 6y plus 7 plus 7y plus 2. Okay, let's combine the y terms first. 5y plus 6y is 11y plus 7y is 18y. 5 plus 7 is 12 plus 2 is 14. Okay, see why it's good to be confident in your addition and subtraction skills, and we'll get to the multiplication soon too. You need to be able to do addition and subtraction like you've been doing it since the 1st and 2nd grade, because you have been doing it since the 1st and 2nd grade. Okay, you should be really proficient with it. You shouldn't have to type all this in on the calculator. Let's keep going. Number 14 is 8 plus 2x minus 7 plus 7x. 8 minus 7 is 1. 2 plus 7 is 9. So I have 1 plus 9x. Okay. 15. 8y plus 6 minus y plus 6 plus 2y plus 3. Okay. 8y minus y is 7y plus 2y is 9y. Okay. Now I got to look at my constants. 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 3 is 15. Ooh, almost said 19. Almost screwed up, didn't I? 16. 1 plus 3y minus y. Okay. I have no other constant to combine the 1 with, so it stays the same, just a 1. 3y minus y is 2y. Good to go. Number 17. 7y minus 4y plus 1 plus 6. 7y minus 4y is 3y. 1 plus 6 is 7. 4y plus y is 5y. 9 plus 14x minus 8x. There's nothing to combine the 9 with, so I'll just rewrite it. And then I've got 14x here minus 8x there. It should give me 6x. So plus 6x. All right. 16x minus 4x minus 7x plus 13 minus 11. Okay. 16x minus 4x is 12x minus 7x should give me 5x. Okay. That's got the x part simplified. 13 minus 11 should give us 2. Okay. I've got 5x plus 2 as my simplification answer. Need to, like I said, be able to do that addition and subtraction like you've been doing it since 1st and 2nd grade. Knock the rust off. You should be able to do these really quick. These are basic facts. We hadn't even gone over 20, I don't think, at this point. These are all numbers less than 20 added and subtracted to each other to give values that are less than 20. You should be on these really, really simply. Okay. Got to know your addition and subtraction facts, and you really need to know your multiplication and division facts too. Alright, so up next, getting a little harder here. Okay, so let's see what we've got. I've got 10x minus 8x plus 2 plus 10. Okay, now I'm going to combine the x terms again. 10x minus 8x is 2x. 2 plus 10 is 12. So I've got 2x plus 12. Simple enough, right? Now what number 2 does is it stops using x and it uses an a. And it also throws in a multiplication. Oh, we hadn't done multiplication yet, but we do know the factors of multiplication. So let's try it. Okay. I've got 3a plus 7 plus 2 times 3 plus a. What does this parentheses mean? Okay. We need to simplify the stuff in the parentheses first, but we can't simplify 3 plus a, so what do we need to do? We need to distribute the number on the outside. We need to distribute the 2 to both terms. Should give us a 3a plus 7. 2 times 3 is 6, so plus 6. 2 times a is 2a. That's the secret simplification step there. Got to be able to distribute to both terms, or all terms if it's more than 2. Okay, 3a plus 2a is going to give us 5a. 7 plus 6 is going to give us 13. So I've simplified it to 5a plus 13. We added a little multiplication step there. Let's do another one. Number 3. It says 3 times m minus 5 plus m. I need to distribute this 3. 3 times m is 3m. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15 plus m. Don't forget to add the plus m on the end. 3m plus m is 4m. I've got 4m minus 15. All right. 2s plus 10 minus 7s minus 8 plus 3s minus 7. Let's combine the s's. 2s minus 7s should give us a negative 5s plus 3s should give us a negative 2s. Ooh, I got a negative number here. All right, now let's do the constants. 10 minus 8 is 2. Minus 7 is negative 5. So I have negative 2s minus 5. It's okay to have negative terms. It does happen. It does happen. Don't let the negative scare you. All right, number 5. Number 5 says 8c minus 4 minus 2c plus 5. Okay, 8c minus 2c, 6c. Negative 4 plus 5 is 1. So I have 6c plus 1. Negative 4 plus 7z plus 3 minus 2z. Okay, I'm going to combine the negative 4 and the positive 3 here. It's going to give me negative 1. Then I'm going to combine the 7z and the negative 2z. And it's going to give me plus 5z. Easy enough. Okay. Choose a green. Here I have 15 plus 4 times 5y minus 10 in parentheses. Okay. I need to distribute. I got to distribute the 4. Okay, let's do that. I got 15 plus 4 times 5 is 20. So I have 20y. 4 times negative 10 is negative 40. Okay. Now, I can combine these two constants. I can combine the 15 and the negative 40. 15 minus 40 should give us minus 25. So I'm going to have 20y minus 25. Okay. Right. 2d plus 17 minus 3 minus 2d plus 40. Okay, let's simplify the d's first. 2d minus 2d is 0 plus 4d is 4d. Okay, we can do that. 17 minus 3 should give us positive 14. We're done. These aren't meant to be overly difficult. We got about 4 more. Sometimes it just takes a little practice, and hadn't done it in a while or hadn't thought back to it. It might give you some trouble, but the practice. The more you practice, the better you get. The more you practice, the better you get. Let's see. Number 9. 12n minus 8 minus 2n plus 10 minus 4. Whew. Let's combine the n's first. 12n minus 2n is 10n. Negative 8 plus 10 is 2. Minus 4 is negative 2. So I have 2n minus 2. 10n minus 2. Sorry. 10n minus 2. Up next, it says 8. And it's got parentheses. 2k plus 1 plus 3k. Close parentheses. Now your mind might say, we need to distribute. And you could do that. You could honestly distribute, and you would still be able to simplify down to the correct answer. But ideally, you simplify what's in the parentheses first. So let's do that. Let's simplify what's down in the parentheses first. Keep in mind that if you distribute it on step 1, it's okay. You can still simplify and get the same correct answer. But the easiest way to do this is to simplify what's inside the parentheses first. So 2k plus 3k is 5k. Got to leave the plus 1 in there and keep the parentheses on it. We've simplified the inside of the parentheses. Now we need to distribute the 8. Okay. So I need to distribute the 8 to the 5 and to the 1 now. 8 times 5 is 40. So 40k. And 8 times 1 is 8. So I have 40k plus 8. Now, somebody's curious out there. I can sense it. They're going to say, what happens if you distribute first to all 3 terms? Well, if you do it correctly, you get the same final answer. You would have 8 times 2 is 16k. 8 times 1 is 8. And 8 times 3 is 24k. And then you could combine the 16k and the 24k to get that 40k plus 8. So, like I said, you could take a different route and still get the correct answer. That is about the ugliest K that I've ever written in my whole life. So let's try to rewrite that a little bit better. But yes, you can take different routes of simplification and get to the same final answer. It's okay to do that. You're not going to get it marked wrong as long as you still get it to the same final answer. At least not in my class. Alright, here we have 4 times 2b plus 2 minus 3. I do need to go ahead and distribute the 4 here. So 4 times 2b is 8b. And 4 times 2 is 8. And I still have this minus 3 lingering on the end that I need to take care of. 8 minus 3 is 5. So I have 8b minus 5. Okay. Number 12, I have negative 4 plus 8p minus 6p minus 5 plus 20p. Whew. Alright, negative 4 and negative 5 simplify down to negative 9. 8p minus 6p is 2p. Plus 20p is 22p. So you can write it as negative 9 plus 22p, or you can write it as 22p minus 9. Whichever, both of these would be marked correct. So, simplification. We should be able to simplify a little bit here with addition and subtraction. Should be able to do it with multiplication too here, because we did some distributive terms. Okay. Going to get a little bit heavier into it on the next lecture. And then we're going to look at actually solving. Okay? Actually solving for an x. That's up next. So, I will see y'all next class.